This is Haliman giving you your M3 Radio Independent News. Several Texas school districts have come up with a harebrained scheme to teach students to attack classroom killers. People, this is bad thinking. The rash of shootings is certainly terrifying, but training many Rambos is a shortcut to suicide. Here's my newfangled, new age solution. Ready? Close and lock doors during the school day, damn it. Just about every school in the USA is already equipped with doors that automatically lock on the outside when closed, but open when a panic bar is pushed from the inside so no one is locked in during emergencies like fires. But most remain unlocked. It's not perfect, but it will save more lives than creating kamikaze kitties. Next thing you know, they'll suggest something crazy like sending children to fight our wars. Now, where's my Nobel Prize? As evident from my last story, while we're not in Mayberry anymore, some people are still living in a Mayberry state of mind, especially William Fenrick of Grant County, Wisconsin. As on the 1960s TV series The Andy Griffith Show, he wants to be a police officer like the show's star character Sheriff Andy Taylor, so he legally changed his name to Andy Griffith. Why? To focus attention on an elected race that gets little attention in his town. Will it work? Your guess is as good as mine, but at least if he loses, for consolation, he could just take Opie fishing, come home for a slice of Aunt Bee's apple pie, then chew the fat on the porch with Deputy Fife. Cue the whistle. Former German Chancellor Gerhard Schroeder shared his secret with one of my spies this week. It seems that he was quite taken aback by our own President Bush's frequent references to God and his many dialogues with the deity during meetings. Well, you know what? In a dream I had last night, I spoke to God, and here's what she said. She does not support any kind of war, especially those waged in her name. She also said to tell you she believes in complete separation of church and state. Hey, if you don't believe me, then ask her. Oh, and tell her Haliman sent you. Later. People, if you're gonna commit suicide, then please do it with respect and courtesy. Last week, a teenager in Atlanta, Georgia made the decision to snuff the flame after her romantic advances toward a schoolmate were rebuked. So she got into her car, built up speed on the highway, then crashed into an oncoming vehicle. The result? The teenager suffered an ankle injury, but the car she crashed into killed the 30-year-old mother driving and seriously injured her 6-year-old daughter. Stuff like this just twists my knickers. And God help you if you jump in front of my subway during rush hour when I'm on my way to work. Listen, I've seen the pyramids and I rode the camel, so my credentials are up to date. But this next story is news to me. In Egypt, they discovered a pyramid complex that was built for, ready for this? Dentists. While on the surface, this may seem like a tribute to teeth tuggers, I guess that would all depend on whether they were buried when they were dead or alive. Face it. When it comes to a toothache and your only options are suffering, using a rock in an ice skate or going to the dentist, most of us will make the appointment. While this may seem a little hard to believe, my fastidious fact checkers assure me it's the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. And I bet my eye teeth on that. File this one under You Look Good Enough to Eat. We've used this title before, but as the old saying goes, if the stew fits, wear it. In New Orleans, Louisiana, a local couple couldn't get along. In a case of boy meets girl, boy eats girl, the quibbling couple had a final spat and the boy kills girl. Racked by guilt, boy kills self, then police find suicide note in boy's pocket, which leads to an apartment where they find dead girl's head in a pasta pot and other body parts in the oven, sprinkled with seasoning. Did he eat her body? And how could he do that? Well, that's an excellent question. All I do know is that the hardest part about being a cannibal must be the leftovers night after night. Oh no, not human hash again. Who's in the Profiles Encouraged Spotlight this week? It's the best bitch in the world, Jessie the dog. A handicapped Wisconsin woman was more than a little lucky when she hooked up with Jessie, a specially trained 13-year-old canine that was taught to aid the disabled. So when the lady's house caught fire, the dutiful dog got her outside to safety, then returned to the burning building to save their cat. Like my masseuse always says, wish I could give you a happy ending, but Jessie and the cat didn't make it out alive. I'll ask my cosmic contact the next time I speak to her, but I'm pretty sure dogs and cats do go to heaven. Former Beatle Paul McCartney was accused of abusing Heather Mills, the wife who he is currently trying to divorce. Miss Mills, who lost one of her legs years ago in a motorcycle accident, even alleged that he used to hang around his own house in his underwear after drinking. Ugh, the horror of it all. At a press conference, the cheeky lad was asked if after these accusations does he ever plan to go down on one knee again. He replied, "As I've asked all of you in the press before, please try to treat this sad matter respectfully and either refer to her as Heather or Miss Mills in the future." Ouch, that one really hurt. This is Suleiman, and you just heard your M3 Radio Independent News.